there, hi Rod, how are you doing? This is me, Christian, down here in Santiago, doing my entry to your contest. First of all, congratulations for having just being a cool member of the BC, being 4 years here doing some quality stuff, fun stuff, showing your love for the death, and of course of the one and only Mighty Stones. So you ask to give our thoughts or our nice things that we'd love to see in 2023 here in the music business or things related. I'm not going to talk about money issues, prices of the retail prices of the vinyl or even CDs or cassettes that they're back, and sometimes they're even more expensive than a good old CD. But yeah, without not talking about that stuff or reissues, deluxe box sets with stupid prices, or for big guys who wallet like Elon Musk or Bill Gates, whatever. Okay, I have my 10 things written down because I don't want to forget about them. The first thing I would like to see in 2023 is maybe we'll see for the last time do one last good gig of AC/DC with this. I think this is the third classic lineup. Of course, we don't have anymore with us Malcolm Young. We have his nephew Stevie Young filling in his position, but it would be nice to have AC/DC back on a stage doing what they do best, with of course with Brian, Phil Rudd, and Cliff Williams on the bass, doing what they do best, touring all around the world. They know they have a huge following here in South America. The last live DVD was recorded here in South America. Unfortunately, in those tours they made down here, they did not visit Santiago, Chile, because the big football stadium or big arena stadium was closed for some restaurants, some reparations, some works that they've done, and the other ones they were offered. I know they didn't suit them very well, so they decided not to play here in Chile. So maybe this time they will visit us, and that would be awesome. The second thing I would like to see is going back, do a proper reunion, get their head out of the asses out there, the guys in Rat. Those guys can get their shit out and work as a unit. Together they are all for one, but separated they don't do no good. Although Stephen Pierce is doing some cool stuff by his own, but I would like to see the four still alive members of Rat do a proper reunion, then record some good stuff and do some reissues, and even what Rat has never done is a proper live record. That's one thing I would like to see in 2023. Who knows? Another one guy that I would like to see back in metal, back in rock, doing, because I have seen he's doing some other kind of alternative acoustic stuff, is Jason Newsted. He put out a killer EP, and then a long play and full record. Just name it, just branded Newsted, and it's really good. From time to time, I listen to from time to time they play on online radio, and it's really good. So I would like to see Jason Newsted back in the rock metal world doing some good stuff. Next, I would like to see a reissue, a proper reissue of some of the Made in Japan. Made in Japan, that's the EP they put out after Paul Diano left the band. And I would like to see that reissue, do a proper version with maybe the whole set of that awesome gig in Japan, and that would be the best way to have a proper live recording of Paul Diano back in the day from 80 or 81. That would be nice thing I would like to see. Next, number five, I would like to see a new Living Color record. They have not put out anything since I think 2017, 2018. They need to get back. I know they have been doing some live gigs, some live shows recently. They invited Steve Vai to do a very cool version of Cult of Personality with him on guitar doing some cool solo, but I would like to see some new stuff from them. Next, I think one thing that we kind of like to see, but we would like to see, it's Alex Van Halen and Wolfgang Van Halen going back and dig the old Van Halen vaults and start giving us what that Eddie Van Halen's vault is hold is keeping. I'm assuming it's a lot of material, some extra stuff, some outtakes, demos, live recording, etc., etc. That would be awesome to see, but on the other side, it's sad to that we don't have with us Eddie Van Halen anymore. So I would like to see that. Next, I would like to see finally what have what has been longly anticipated, the Tony Martin re-show with Black Sabbath. I know that Tony Iommi is supposed to be working on a couple of those things, but right now we don't have anything from them, so that will be fun to have. Next, I would like to see finally. I know this is almost impossible to see a reissue, re-releases, a proper release, an official of the first four Pantera albums. Yes, the ones before Cowboys from Hell. That's the three they have with their previous singer Terry Glazer, and the first one they recorded with Phil Anselmo. That would be awesome. Nine. I would like to see some major label, or not necessarily major label, but a proper worldwide reissues and re-releases and put out the material of some killer French and Belgian bands from the 80s. They put out some great materials. Unfortunately, most of them have been originally pressed or released on small labels with small amount of releases, and they are really hard to find. What I would like to see, of course, ADX, Sortilege, H-Bomb, Satan Jokers, those are French bands. Of course, Acid from Belgium, Killers from Killers, I think they are from France, and Killer are from Belgium, or Please. Also, Crossfire, another really cool band from Belgium that I think the whole world needs to know a lot more about what they were singing. The type of music they play is really, really good. So I would like to see that stuff. And finally, the 10th thing we have to mention is what artists or style of music will give away in return and bringing back some cool guys that are no longer with us. In any time, I will give you all the guys that play reggaeton music. Those guys are hideous guys and girls. That's an awful style of music. Please, if you have the guts, if you have the stomach, please listen to reggaeton music. There are some. Unfortunately, those guys are making a shitload of money with no talent, and unfortunately, a lot of people love them and like them a lot. I will give all those guys wrap it in a plastic bag with a nice ribbon on top, and please give me back two guys, just two guys. One is Cliff Burton, the late bassist from Metallica. We lost him really young, 26, 20, I think, 26 years old in 1986. Of course, what will have happened with Metallica if Cliff Burton is still around? Another guy we lost a couple of years ago, unfortunately, to some mental issues he had. he committed suicide and he's Mike Howe, the second lead singer for the U.S. power metal church. I was really sorry to hear that he committed suicide a couple of years ago. He was doing. I thought he was doing really well with coming back to metal church, putting some great material. So I would really love to see those guys back with us. But unfortunately, that would never happen. So that's it. Right, hope you like my entry. What is playing in the background? It's Motley Crue. They have just announced that the so-called world tour with Motley Crue. I think Def Leppard is going to play here in South America. I think in Santiago in late March of 2023. So that's another cool thing that it's going to happen here. And who knows? Maybe I will try to attend that gig if money is not an issue. So that's it. That's me, Christian, down here in Santiago, Chile, saying goodbye. Thank you, Rod, for having this contest. I will see you. Hope to see you again here in the BC. Bye bye.